The assumption that systems people are spreadsheet people is just so wrong. I have a pet peeve, and I absolutely hate the concept of visionary and integrator. Hate it, think it's the dumbest thing ever. And I think that kind of categorization is exactly what informs this kind of concern. Like, gosh, if I do systems, that means I must be putting everything into Excel spreadsheets and automating. It's like, no. Systems is a very, very broad world. And frankly, the people who build the most systems naturally are people who are neurodivergent, who are extremely creative, or who are very introverted and have to preserve their energy. These people are creating systems at an extreme level for personal gain. Why is that? Because systems have nothing to do with spreadsheets and tools. It has nothing to do with software. There are so many examples of low-tech systems that are incredibly valuable. Classic example is a whiteboard. I remember one of the first clients I had in the systems space, it was a physical goods, a retail store. And they would get orders. They would put it on a clipboard on the whiteboard that they had, like a magnetic board. Each order had a clipboard, piece of paper, and like a checklist. And I thought this was the coolest thing ever. Incredibly low tech. And all she had in terms of infrastructure is a bunch of printed pieces of paper sitting on the front desk. When someone came in, she put the name John, clipped it to a clipboard, put it on the whiteboard, and that clipboard moved through the process until it was done. Is that a spreadsheet? No. Is that a system? Yes. Another example kind of in that same vein is formatted pieces of paper. I remember working with a brand designer who every time she did a brand, she always had this discovery session where she was kind of figuring out what people like and what they don't. And what she found is that creating just a printed piece of paper where on the top it had the client name, the middle it had a note section, and the bottom it had, takeaways or vibes, kind of like themes that she picked up. That formatting of those three sections was the system that allowed her to make really, really good notes based on brand discovery sessions. Is that a spreadsheet? No. Another example of systems is checklists. Is it perfect? No. But that's a very low-tech way to allow myself to be lazy. Do you have any examples that come to mind for you that are very low-tech systems that help? I would love to hear them.